right, looks like someone got hungry for a pack of cigarettes, so we'll be stopping off 7-Eleven and dropping the cigarettes off at your door. Cigarette smokers eating all this puffy Cheeto stuff. I can't even find the puffy stuff. Take quite a bit of time. Looking for pure. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there goes a cat right there. Alright, so you're going to get a receipt here. You're going to get one that has lines on the bottom. That one you don't need. You want to use the one that's itemized. So you get the itemized receipt as the photo that you take. Just for letting you guys know on these delivery things. So I used to take these to show that it's been paid for. But you want to take the photo of this one right here. Another tip is if they tell you 15 minutes, set a timer for 10. They're usually about 5 minutes off and they're usually early. That goes for most restaurants. I think we're going to be using this bag right now. It's a bigger bag. Oh. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I got a more refined pizza bag. Got this one off of Amazon right here. Might use, you know what, I'm gonna save that one. Yeah, I might use that one, I don't know, figure it out. Man, they need to get a restaurant. They've got a thing on there that says Matthew 4:4. Pretty cool. This little sign, kind of a reminder that man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. Pretty cool sign. It's also biblical. Let's drop it off at the bar, I guess. sometimes at the end of the night, I like to come here and kind of meditate, look over some of the footage, and have a couple of tacos. See right here. And, you know, it's only $1.83. At least you're at a different Jack in the Box, and it's like $1.30, but depends on what Jack in the Box you go to. Looks like we got another one at Fireside Pies. Then after that, we'll drop it off and we'll continue on. Yeah, she gave me the receipt, and I use these. I put points in. I get food with these, so as long as I put it in the app, I get extra points and I get free burgers. So she forgot to give it to me, but each one has a different code on it, which I've showed you guys several times. You see the code in here. It's a way to save extra money. It only takes a minute to do. You do that through the app. Then I gotta pick up this Fireside Pie. It'll take me 11 minutes to get there. It's 6.1 miles. It's Fireside Pies. They're really nice. And they've got a cool statue of this guy called the Dreamer that's on the lawn. It's very hard to describe it. It reminds me of something out of a JRR token. Or JR token? JR token, I think is how they say it. Anyway, however they say it. But the Lord of the Flies giants. I'm sorry, Lord of the Rings. Sorry. Lord of the Rings giant. J.R. Tolkien, the guy that wrote Lord of the Rings. Anyway, they have a giant there at Fireside Pies. It's hard to try to focus on what I'm doing, so sorry about that. You know what I mean. At all this, and I mean very crowded. This is pretty normal for Grapevine, Texas, Friday night, but we're about to pull up on Fireside Pies. But you can see every single parking space is occupied. I mean, everybody is out right now. I mean, it's a lot of people. I can't even find a place to park, and this is how it is every Friday. And probably will continue to be so for a pretty long time. You can see some of the lights here. And the giant that I was talking about, it's not really J.R.R. Tolkien giant, but it's just odd to see this giant figure in the grass. I mean, it's not like a Titan kind of giant. It's hard to describe. It's a statue, it's a sculpture, it's art. But I'll show it to you at night. I've showed it to you plenty of times on the vlog. But it's pretty cool looking. I don't know who created it. But they just stuck it in there right by this pizza place. It's really neat. But this is Grapevine. Now, I've done not a lot of theater, but I've done some theater here. Probably one of my best plays, which was Orphans. I played Treat, which was Matthew Modine's role in the movie with Albert Finney. I got to play it here on Grapevine on Main Street. They even made copies of it. And one of the guys that played Harold, he was a soap opera actor from New York. He's an Italian guy that did soap opera. But he played Harold, which was Albert Finney's role. And I played Treat, which is Matthew Modine. My friend played Philip. I can't think of his name right now. He's done a lot of acting work too. He also did some stop action films too, for fun. He did it for fun on a video camera back in the day. But they did it in an old ballet studio. They turned it into a theater. We got to do it. It was really great. We had a great set. The director was from Austin. He's passed away. It was a great little production. They made little VHS tapes of it and all kinds of stuff. He was selling the VHS tapes too. I have a copy of one of them, I think. I do have a copy of it. I have my own personal copy that I think I made of it. Anyway, there's where the giant is, right next to that kind of Easter egg thing. Everybody else is parking at this this apartment complex next door. So there's nowhere to park over there. So most of the people are over here by this apartment complex under these little overhangs because the place is too busy. You can see the kids playing on that right there. The size of it, it's maybe like 3 or 4. It's got a Christmas cap on it though. Good. You can see a little bit on it right here. So it's in the ground right there. They call it the Dreamer. It's a piece of artwork. Another Jackpack. So I filled out the survey, gave them all 5s. You literally have to hit the 5 about this many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like it goes on for a very long time. Anyway, and then you can leave a nice comment. And I always practice, speaking with clear diction and saying, everyone was dressed very nicely and they all acted professional. Anyway, that's the number they gave me. So I'll be able to get a Jumbo Jack or Supreme croissant and get the same free. So they said it would take about like 15 minutes to cook the 2 pizzas, so we'll wait on the Fireside Pies. In the meantime, I kind of walked around, did a stroll, filled out the Jack in a Box survey thing to get some points, and I guess in a bit I'll pick up the pizza and then drop it off at your doorstep. Went ahead and got these wet naps because Fireside's taken a very long time to make these pizzas. So I'm probably just gonna go back and wipe up the car, the inside of the car and everything. And then we'll check back another 10 minutes and see if we can get those 2 pizzas and drop them off at your doorstep. Good to go. So Piggy had to pull up on me. But you know, it's amazing though. They really are mall cops. Because like, you're going through a exit neighborhood, or no, what's it called? A gated neighborhood. So, I don't know. Guess he was coming through, or he was leaving the neighborhood. Probably harassing these people or whatever. I said, hey, I work for this delivery app. Showed him all the information. But it is kind of annoying because we don't get this type of service where I'm at. And I very seriously doubt that he gets that type of service where he's at. But the guy did give me a $10 tip. So that's fine on that one. But you know, you just got to show him the app. I showed him it moved around and stuff. It was a real app, you know. And plus I had a pizza, and the whole place smelled like pizza anyway. Or the whole, you know, I smell like pizza, and I had the pizza with me. I don't know if it was planned or what. Anyway, nice Christmas trees. But I guess maybe they have one posted or something. I have no idea how to get out of here either. This is the neighborhood. Kind of scared the crap out of me. Oh, there it is. I see it now. I guess maybe they have them kind of posted for their own protection. But it won't always be that way. But that was a very mall cop thing. Like, stop, or I'll say stop again. All I did was just show them the app. So, it's no big deal. But you want to do that if you have the app. But like, why would someone go in a neighborhood, look at Christmas trees? Is that illegal or something? I didn't get the cruiser number or anything like that, but they're prowling around. Whether they were in here already, or they were leaving when I went through, which is probably the case. So what they did was they U-turned and went back in because they didn't have a gate code, nor was a gate code provided for me. Maybe next time they'll leave a gate code. As long as you have cause for entering the complex. They call it a gated community, but anybody can get in there with a helicopter anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, after all, the guy was sitting there asking about his pizza the whole time. You know, you should be worried more about people's safety than asking about someone's pizza. So that's what made me mad, because he didn't give a gate code. If he would have gave a gate code, I could have put it in and got through. But when I went through the other side, I had to pass them to drop off the pizza. They U-turned and asked me who I was. I told them I worked for blah, blah, blah app. And I was delivering a pizza. I said, okay. I showed the app to them, and they allowed me to deliver the pizza.